It's like 10 levels above traditional chili. Greetings, salutations, good people. My name is Otis James Bush Jr. This is OJ Cooking. Hey man, it's cold outside. When it's cold outside, and you know what that means. It's chili time. Specifically, white chicken chili. It truly does hit differently. And today, I'm gonna show you how to make the seasoning from scratch instead of the pack like we did last time, you feel me? Like traditional chili is cool, but the chicken chili is really where it's at. So what we gonna need? Of course, we're doing chicken breast today, you feel me? We got 2 cans of grated northern beans and then 3 cans of butter beans, one of which we're gonna mash up to make a nice base, you feel me? We got bell pepper, onion, and zucchini that we're gonna chop up, and then I'm gonna add 1 chopped up jalapeno into the actual chili, and then we're gonna have some jalapeno on the side for garnishments. And that's it, man. We're gonna take all of this, hook it on up. Come on with me. All right, good people, welcome back. Next episode on deck, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take these here bell peppers, chop them up real quick. Well, 1 bell pepper in actuality. And then we're just gonna make that into, you know what I'm saying, some nice little chunks, you feel me? Just like so. I ain't gonna show you the whole thing, cause y'all get the picture. We're gonna move on to these here zucchini. I had 3 small zucchini, but you can use 2 large zucchini, just depending on what you got over there. And then we're gonna take the tips off, cut it in half, and then, you know what I mean, make a little quick work of it. Nothing fancy. And I know you wondering, like, oh, why you put zucchini in the chili, man? It's a texture thing, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, zucchini is delicious as well, but also it gives it, you know, a little bit of depth. You dig? Stay with me. And we had a jalapeno, but my batteries died, you know what I'm saying? I chopped it up into some little chunks as well, real small chunks too, you know what I'm saying? I wanted them to kind of disappear into the dish, into the background. And then we got a white onion. We're gonna chop this whole onion up, get back on up. Chop this whole onion up right quick into, you know, just like, I guess we would call chunks as well. I'm not sure what the proper terminology is. I'll be lost on that, but y'all see what I'm doing. Yeah, just like that. We're gonna move on. We got all our veggies cut up. We're gonna move on to the chicken. Now you wanna wash that and pat it dry. And then I'm just gonna trim a little bit of the fat off that, you know what I'm saying? Just like so. And get that on up off of there. And then we just go cut this into, you know, nice little chunks as well. I've said chunk a lot, but I really can't think of another word for what I'm doing to everything here. Diced, chopped. Yeah, we go with that. Nice chopped chunks, pieces, if you will. But you know, you could also, you know, season this up and just bake it, and then, you know, shred it. But I like this texture better. Again, big on texture, you know, with a dish. It can add or take away, you know what I'm saying? And I like to make sure it's proper. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and season up our chicken. I'm gonna hit it with some adobo, you know what I'm saying? Real heavy handed with it too. And then to help out my adobo, I'm gonna throw a little bit of cayenne. You know, basically I'm gonna season this chicken up as if I was just gonna eat the chicken by itself. And that's one of the secrets to making good chili, man. You know what I'm saying? We hit it with a little smoked paprika, a little chipotle powder. You know what I'm saying? Pat. And then give it a good mix. Threw some salt on here as well. I forgot to, you know, film that part, but we got it. We got a medium hot skillet, very large skillet I have here, and then lots of olive oil, and then in goes the chicken. You let that, you know, spread it out, of course. And then you want to let that cook on, you know, the first side or whatever for about 4 to 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then once that happens, you can give it a good stir, just like so. Speed it up for you, because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to waste your time, man. You know what I'm saying, I don't want to bore you. And as you're mixing it, and you're starting to stir it up, you know, break it apart, because, you know, it was so close together, it starts to stick. You know, make sure that your chunks stay chunky. Yeah. And let it simmer down now, and cook the rest of the way through. Continuing to stir occasionally until you're done, you dig? Alright, just like that. And now we're gonna move on to our first can of butter beans goes in, and we're gonna mash that up just like so. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm mashing it is to make, you know, a creamy base as opposed to it just being, again, texture. You know, it just being all beany and stiff. You know, loosen that up a little bit. And we're going to throw these beans in, you know what I'm saying? And then we got 1 can of glory. I had them in the cupboard, you know what I'm saying? I figured waste not, want not. We're going to throw them in as well. It don't hurt nothing for sure, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I probably could have went beans, then some green stuff. I realize right now this don't really look appetizing, but stay with me. I assure you, we're going to get where we're going. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to throw a couple of cans of the Great Northern beans in, you know what I'm saying? And then we got our bell pepper and our jalapeno. We got our zucchini. Throw that in there, just like that. And then we got our white onion. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, in retrospect, I would have layered this. You know what I'm saying? I would have went beans and then some onion and then some more beans and then some bell peppers and so on and so forth. But, you know, it worked out in the end, but probably would have been a little easier to stir and probably more pleasing to the eye. You dig? All right, we got our chicken from earlier, you remember? And then we just gonna pour that in just like that. And our crock pot is mad full, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. And now we got our seasoning. Now right here we got 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, white pepper, and oregano. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna throw that in like so. And then of course, you know, feel free to adjust it at home. You know, you may like the taste of certain things that were in here more than others. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, do your thing. Oh, I also threw 1/2 teaspoon of chipotle powder. Forgot about that. I have all of this down in the description section for you, no worries. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just time to simmer this thing on high. Now after 1 hour, as you can see, we're starting to get some bubbling. We're gonna get at a good stir. A mid-level stir, nothing crazy. Just mix it up. Alright, lid back on. Now we're in hour 2. And now you can see really starting to come together. Now, you probably cool right here, but I like to let it go on 3 hours just to make sure that all of the, you know, the peppers, the onions, the zucchini, everything break down and release all of its flavors and everything get acquainted and get to know each other, you feel me? And this look a little loose, but once it cools off, because it's bubbling as you can see, once it cools off, it does thicken up. You'll see when I plate it, like right now. And I mean, you just want to introduce this to, you know, a bowl in your home. You know what I'm saying? It could be a small bowl, big bowl, just depending on how you doing. We made some cornbread muffins. I didn't film that because the video was getting a little long. I do have several videos where I've made cornbread. I'll link a couple of them below, so you know if you don't know how to make it, I'll walk you through it, no problem. And then we gonna add a little sour cream, a few fresh jalapenos, and then some fresh cut cilantro. You know what I'm saying, for your hair top. And now we in the game, baby. Yeah, look how beautiful that is, boy. That is a white bean chicken chili. Highly recommended by yours truly, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's what you want in your life. And man, and I know you want a bite. I know you want a bite. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you can get you one, man. You know what I'm saying? Just try this at the crib. I'm trying to tell you. All right, good people. Moment of truth. Time to test it out. See what it do. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you ain't never had chicken chili, you're missing out, man. It's like 10 levels above traditional chili. We're gonna do one more bite for the road.